Hello, I'm Rider Kiesner. I am 4-time world champion trick roper and a 2-time world champion gun spinner. I have performed at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo for the last 7 years, and I am the current 2020 Dress Act of the Year alongside Bethany Isles, my girlfriend, and she does trick riding in the act, and we perform at rodeos. I'm 5th generation in my family, and so kind of being around cowboys and the Western way of life, that's kind of been all through my life. When I was 9 years old, I got a Will Rogers trick roping kit for Christmas, and we moved back all the furniture in the living room, and I just started playing with that rope, and I learned like the flat spin and this and that. I got frustrated a lot. Moving on from there, and then the ropes and the whips and the guns, kind of anything that you can imagine like Roy Rogers or those old school cowboys doing, that's what I really liked. I knew I wanted to start doing shows, but I was really kind of shy and awkward in front of people, so my dad actually took me down to the street corners of Fort Worth. We were living in Granbury, and we'd drive up there every Friday and Saturday night, and I would start trick roping on the street corners for about 3-4 hours. And first couple days, man, I was looking down and I was all shy. And you know, after about a summer, I got where I was a little better at it. I would start performing more to the people and engaging them. It's been something that I think sure had to work for. And then we started performing at little local rodeos. I started with my family. My dad did cowboy mounted shooting, my little brother did trick riding and Roman riding. My dad was also a PRCA rodeo clown. So the best part about like getting perform for crowds and getting to travel around the world is a lot of the experiences. You know, man, I've seen a lot of the world. We did a show at the Texas Motor Speedway, and there was 127,000 people in the crowd. Being able to go to a NASCAR show and bring kind of that Western way of life and show them a little of it, that was really cool. It was a cool experience, and be able to be on a stage of that size was really cool. You know, gun spin, trick roping, you spend hours in the practice pen where nobody sees it, and so those few minutes where you get to be out in front of 120,000 people or something, and you can hear them and they appreciate and they cheer for you. Makes you feel like some part of it was worth it. And it's rewarding and it's fun. And if you can bring a smile to somebody, that's kind of makes it all worth it. The hardest trick I know is probably keeping Bethany happy. You know, some of my favorite memories of getting to perform and stuff is, you know, last year has to be one of them. The 2020 Dress Act of the Year. Being able to stand up on that stage, and Bethany and I were working at that award all year, and for the last 20 years, and being able to stand up there and finally win that, it meant a lot. You know, I've gotten to perform overseas. My family and I actually performed when I was like 17, 18 for the Sultan of Oman, and he has the world's biggest camel and horse show. You know, all together I performed in every state in America, including Alaska and Hawaii, and 15 different countries. And you know, just being able to get to see the world, you know, going to Taiwan and South Korea and Hong Kong, and I don't know, just being able to experience those different experiences in different cultures. I don't think it's one great memory. I think there's, you know, it's life. There's been a lot of great stuff, and I appreciate every moment of it. What I would say to people who are getting into the Western arts, you know, it's practice. It takes a lot of time and dedication and repetition. You know, when I learned how to trick rope, I watched videos, Best of Tricky Fancy Roping and Will Rogers' The Roping Fool. I wore out a couple of VHS tapes of the same movie. I watch it over and over again, and you're out there in, you know, the backyard and nobody else is around you and you're alone. And you just know you want to be able to do something that you can't do yet. Because you can do it. The human body is an amazing thing that you can do about anything. It's just, are you willing to put in the time and the dedication? So if you can't do a trick or if you can't do something, it's just staying with a good attitude and taking one step at a time, but nothing's impossible, and just stay moving forward. What you're doing is you're keeping the American West alive, and so I appreciate everything that you do working towards it. I love what I do because I feel like God gave me a gift at this, and being able to work at it and perfect it and be able to show it to other people is kind of maybe my calling, or what He put me down here to do. So I'm very blessed to be able to do what I love.